Cats don't need words to say "I love you." They have their own mysterious language, built not with sounds or phrases, but with movements, silences, and small gestures that most people fail to notice. Many owners look at their cats and believe they are distant, independent, maybe even indifferent. But the truth is far more fascinating. Cats are speaking all the time. It is just that their love language is not the same as ours, and this is where most people miss it. What may seem like a random stretch, a quiet look, or even a strange habit could actually be one of the clearest declarations of affection your cat has ever given you. The challenge is that these declarations are silent, subtle, and sometimes so unusual that even people who have lived with cats for years do not recognize them for what they really are. Cats hide their love in plain sight, and only those who know where to look can truly see it. That is exactly what we are going to explore here today. In this video, I will reveal 7 unusual ways your furry friend says "I love you" without speaking a single word. And I can tell you this, by the time we reach the last one, you will look at your cat in a completely different way. You may even realize that your cat has been telling you how much they love you for years, and you simply did not notice. If you have lived with cats before, you already know they are not like dogs. Dogs express affection in ways that are loud, obvious, and impossible to miss. They wag their tails, they jump around, they greet you with excitement every time you come home. Cats, on the other hand, choose silence. Their gestures are more delicate, almost secretive. Their love is wrapped in mystery, but make no mistake, once you understand their language, every single action your cat makes will have meaning, and that meaning will always point back to the same truth. You are their safe place, their chosen family, their world. It is easy to underestimate a cat's affection when you do not know how to read it. Some owners believe their cat simply tolerates them, or only shows up when food is involved. But if that is all you see, it means you are missing the true story. A cat that spends time around you, that changes its behavior in your presence, or that allows itself to be vulnerable in your company, is saying far more than you imagine. They are saying, "I love you." That is why this video matters. Once you discover these strange signs, you will never see your cat the same way again. You will begin to notice things you never noticed before. Small details will suddenly become huge declarations, and the bond you share with your cat will feel stronger, deeper, and more personal than ever. So stay with me, because today we uncover the hidden truths of cat behavior. You will finally understand the silent love your cat has been showing you all along. And if you want to keep learning the secrets that make your connection with your feline stronger every week, subscribe now. That way, you will never miss the chance to see your cat in a completely new light. The first unusual way your cat says "I love you" is by showing you their paw pads. At first glance, it might seem like nothing special. After all, cats stretch all the time, and sometimes their paws just happen to be visible. But the truth is that exposing the pads is one of the most vulnerable gestures a cat can make. For a cat, the paws are not just feet. They are delicate instruments filled with nerves, tools for hunting, and essential for defense. In the wild, no cat would willingly expose them without absolute trust in their surroundings. That is why when your cat lies comfortably on its side, stretches a paw toward you, or rests nearby with its pads uncovered, it is more than a position of comfort. It is a silent confession of safety. Your cat is saying, "I do not need to protect myself from you. I am at peace when you are close. You are my safe place." Many owners overlook this signal, or think of it as nothing more than relaxation. But if you pay attention, you will notice that your cat is selective about when and where it reveals this vulnerability. They might curl up tightly in a new environment, keeping their paws hidden, but stretch fully and show their pads when you are around. That difference is not coincidence. It is trust turning into love. And if this first signal already feels surprising, the next one is even stranger. It shows that your presence alone has the power to change your cat's most natural rhythm, even when it comes to something as basic as eating. The second unusual way your cat says "I love you" is by eating more slowly when you are around. At first, this might sound almost unbelievable. Why would the speed of their eating have anything to do with affection? But when you understand the instinct behind it, the message becomes clear. In nature, cats eat quickly because every meal can be interrupted or stolen. A cat in the wild never takes the luxury of slowing down. Every bite is taken with urgency, as if it might be the last. Even in the safety of a home, this instinct remains. Many cats rush through their food, finishing as fast as possible as if some invisible rival could appear at any moment. But here is where the bond changes everything. When your cat eats slowly in your presence, they are telling you something profound. I feel safe enough with you to let my guard down. They are surrendering one of their strongest survival instincts simply because you are there. Eating becomes not just a necessity, but a calm ritual of trust. Think about what that means. Your presence transforms a natural behavior rooted in survival into an act of peace. That quiet moment at the food bowl becomes your cat's way of saying, "When you are here, I can relax. I am not afraid. I am at home." It is easy to miss this signal because it seems so subtle, but once you notice it, it is impossible to ignore. The rhythm of their eating changes depending on the trust they feel, and if they slow down for you, it is a gesture of love as real as any cuddle. And if this sounds surprising, wait until you see the next signal. It is one of the strangest of all, because it shows that your cat is not just sharing space with you, they are escorting you in silence, step by step, as a sign of connection. The third unusual way your cat says "I love you" is by escorting you around the house. At first, it might seem like they are simply curious about where you are going, or maybe they are waiting for food. But if you pay attention, you will notice the difference. When a cat follows you silently from one room to another without demanding anything, it is not about food or attention, it is about companionship. In the world of cats, territory is everything. They are selective about the places they spend time, and they rarely move without purpose. So when your cat chooses to walk with you from room to room, it is an act of connection. They are saying, "I want to share this space with you. I want to be where you are. Not because I need something, but because being close to you is what makes me feel secure." Think of it this way. Cats are independent creatures. They could easily stay in their favorite spot, curled up comfortably, ignoring the movement around them. Yet when they decide to get up and walk beside you, they are showing that your presence is more valuable to them than comfort. That choice, repeated again and again, is not just habit, it is love. Some owners mistake this behavior for clinginess, but it is nothing of the sort. It is a quiet, constant reminder that you are part of their chosen family. They want to be part of your path, even in the most ordinary moments of the day. And if you think this is already a powerful sign of affection, the next one is even stranger. It happens when your cat decides to lie down exactly where you were sitting, and the reason behind it reveals just how deeply they want to connect with you. The fourth unusual way your cat says "I love you" is by lying down exactly where you were sitting. At first, it may seem like they are simply enjoying the warmth of the spot you left behind. And yes, the comfort of a warm seat might play a part, but the real reason is far more meaningful. Cats live in a world of scent. More than sight, more than sound, their noses guide their reality. Every object, every corner, every person carries a smell that tells a story. When your cat chooses to lie where you were, they are not just resting in a warm place, they are mixing their scent with yours. It is their way of creating a shared identity, blending you into their sense of family. To a cat, this act is powerful. In the wild, cats mark their territory with scent to define what is safe and what belongs to them. When your cat curls up in the very spot you just left, they are doing the same with you. They are saying, "Your smell is my comfort, and I want my scent to stay with yours." It is not possession, it is union. Many owners overlook this behavior or laugh it off as coincidence. But if you look closer, you will realize it is a ritual of love. Your cat is not only choosing to be where you were, they are reinforcing the bond by leaving behind a piece of themselves. And if this already sounds surprising, the next signal is even more revealing. It is a gesture that seems ordinary on the surface, but actually leaves your cat completely exposed. A full body stretch that, in truth, is one of their boldest declarations of trust. The fifth unusual way your cat says "I love you" is by stretching their body fully in front of you. At first glance, it looks like a simple act of comfort, a way for them to loosen their muscles after a nap, but in truth, it is one of the most vulnerable positions a cat can take, and showing it to you carries a deep meaning. In the wild, stretching fully leaves a cat exposed. Their belly, their back, their paws. Everything is unguarded. It is a moment where they cannot react quickly to danger. A cat would never do this if they felt threatened, insecure, or unsafe. Which is why, when they stretch completely in front of you, it is not just about relaxing. It is a declaration. They are saying, I trust you with my body. I am not afraid in your presence. I feel safe enough to let go. It is important to notice the difference. A cat that stretches alone in a hidden corner is simply caring for its body, but a cat that stretches near you, turning the moment into something shared, is making a choice. They are exposing themselves to you deliberately because they see you as part of their safe world. To us, it may look ordinary. To them, it is profound. They do not speak the words, but their body tells the truth. You are my security, my comfort, my family. And as surprising as this gesture is, the next signal is even stranger. It is not a big movement, not something obvious. In fact, it is so subtle that many owners never realize it is happening. A single, gentle blink with just one eye. The sixth unusual way your cat says I love you is by blinking with only one eye. Everyone has heard of the famous slow blink, often described as a cat's way of smiling, but this version is different, more discreet, and even stranger. It is a soft, single-eye blink that many owners never notice, yet it carries a powerful message. Cats live in a world where eye contact can mean challenge or threat. In the animal kingdom, staring without blinking is often a sign of dominance. That is why cats choose carefully when and how they blink. The slow blink is already a clear declaration of trust, but when your cat closes only one eye, they are showing something more delicate, a private gesture directed just at you. It is almost like a secret code. They are saying, I see you, I am relaxed with you, and in this moment, I am completely at ease. It is not just relaxation, it is intimacy. They do not need to make a big gesture to prove their affection. Instead, they give you a subtle sign that can easily pass unnoticed, but once you recognize it, it feels like a secret shared only between the two of you. This is the kind of love language that makes cats so fascinating. They will never shout their affection, but in small, almost invisible actions, they whisper it with clarity. And if this seems subtle, the next signal is even more surprising. It is something so natural, so ordinary, that you might never imagine it has anything to do with love. But when your cat yawns while looking at you, it is one of their most unusual declarations of trust. The seventh unusual way your cat says I love you is by yawning when they look at you. At first, it may seem like nothing more than a sign of boredom or sleepiness. After all, cats spend a large part of their lives napping, so yawns are a common sight. But when a cat yawns while making eye contact with you, the meaning goes far beyond simple fatigue. Yawning is one of the most vulnerable acts a cat can display. For a brief moment, they are defenseless. Their eyes close, their jaw opens wide, and their attention to the environment fades. In nature, no cat would dare yawn openly if they felt threatened, which is why, when your cat yawns while looking directly at you, it is not laziness, it is trust. They are saying, I am so comfortable with you that I can let go of every guard. I do not need to watch my surroundings. I do not need to be alert. In your presence, I am safe enough to surrender to the simplest act of calm. Some owners dismiss this as coincidence, but if you observe closely, you will notice the difference. The timing is intentional. Your cat is not just tired, they are showing you that you make them feel at peace. It is one of the strangest, most subtle ways they express love, and once you see it for what it is, every yawn becomes a private message from your cat to you. These 7 signals may seem small or even odd, but together they form a language of affection that is deep, complex, and profoundly touching. Cats may never say the words, but through these gestures, they tell us again and again, you are my safe place, my family, my world. These 7 signals may seem small or even strange, but together they reveal a hidden truth. Cats have their own language of love, and once you learn to see it, your bond with them becomes stronger than ever. Every gesture, every subtle action is their way of saying you are my safe place, my family, my world. But here is something most cat owners never consider. For every strange way cats show their affection, There are also moments when their behavior looks loving on the surface, but hides a completely different meaning. Sometimes a gesture that feels like affection is actually instinct, habit, or even a clever way of getting what they want. The signs can be so convincing that many owners fall for them without ever realizing the truth. And that is exactly what we uncover in the next video. Click on the one that just appeared on your screen and find out which of your cat's sweetest gestures might not mean love at all. I will see you there.